What if an open world RPG didn't just tell you a story, but let you live it through a martial arts legend? Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about Where Winds Meet, a game that blends Chinese wuxia fantasy, fluid combat, and an absolutely massive open world. But the big question is it actually worth your time? So let's break it down. Where Winds Meet is set in a wuxia-inspired version of ancient China, and the world itself is stunning and beautiful. The game drops you into a full open world where there's misty lands, bustling cities, quiet villages, hidden martial art sects. NPCs aren't just decoration. They go about their daily lives and routines and react to events, and sometimes even pull you into their stories that you didn't even expect. The exploration feels organic. You're not chasing markers on a map. You're overhearing rumors, stumbling into conversations, accidentally walking into conflicts, and then uncovering secrets just by wandering around through caves. Or just the open world. This is just something that gets you lost in the world of Where Winds Meet. Now, let's talk about combat. Where Winds Meet, the combat feels very fluid, and it's very flexible. The combat is fast, fluid, and stylish, and heavily inspired by the wuxia martial art. You're not just swinging a sword, you're deflecting attacks, chaining acrobatic moves, using inner energy techniques, and adapting to different types of playstyles. Now granted, most of the enemies are all about the same. You run into the same kind of enemies that kind of maybe from different factions, just with different clothes from a different faction. There's a strong emphasis on the skill and timing, not just button mashing. You can approach fights aggressively, defensively, even strategically, just depending on the build and the weapons you choose. That said, early on combat can feel a bit overwhelming, depending on what button layout you choose. I chose the MMORPG, which really threw me off, and I was not ready for all the buttons, but here we are, and I'm sticking to it. Now let's talk about the story. Where Winds Meet takes a more player-driven approach. Instead of forcing you down a single path in the linear lane, and then you following the markers here to here and here, your reputation, your alliances, and even certain storylines revolve around the choices you make and the actions you choose. You're a martial artist navigating political intrigue, rival sects, and even a moral gray area. Choices actually matter here. Some quests have multiple outcomes, and how you treat characters can come back to either help or haunt you later on. If you like RPGs that respect your choices, this is a big win. The game, visually, it's gorgeous. From sweeping landscapes to detailed character animations, everything reinforces that the wuxia fantasy vibe. The use of wind, clothes physics, environmental effects add a more cinematic and realistic, lively feel to every moment in the game. The soundtrack leans heavily into traditional instruments, and it does an amazing job setting the mood, whether you're exploring peacefully or locked in a high-stakes duel. This is just one of those games where you'll just stop moving just to take in the view and the scenery and admire everything around you. Now, in Where Winds Meet, it has a great photo mode where you can take photos and just basically snap the most immaculate photo of yourself and just throw it up there for people to see. The sign spots, kind of like how Dark Souls had all the little signages in it as well, you feel recognized with, which is what I love, because you get to see people's comments, how people fought somebody, how they loved it, how this boss was hard. It just gives you a more lively feel with the game. Should you play Where Winds Meet? Well, if you enjoy open world RPGs, deep combat systems, rich cultural settings, in a game that rewards for exploration and your own personal choice, then yes, this is absolutely one to keep on your radar. It's ambitious, beautiful, sometimes a little messy, but when it works, it really goes all in. Let me know what you think about Where Winds Meet. Are you excited to play it? Are you already playing it? If so, drop your thoughts in the comments. Like if this helped you out. Like if it made you think, oh, this game is good. And subscribe for more game reviews like this. I'm hopefully going to get some more out there. I really am thoroughly enjoying this game so far. And hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.